within a like governor election, and overnight his property taxes went from like, hey dude, you're gonna be paying like, you know, like $2,000 a year to $10,000, which is wild. They wanted him to pay an extra $800 a month on his house because of property taxes. I'm like,
yeah,
that is
insane.
Yeah, like, nah, absolutely not. My mother, she owns 15 acres down in East Texas, and like land in Texas is cheap. Everybody knows that because it's huge. But her 15 acres went from being worth $55,000. They just reassessed it, quote unquote, and it's now worth $180,000. And she has to pay the property tax on all that. So her taxes increased by like 350%. So now I'm helping her pay that.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's horrible, dude. So she can keep her land and keep her house that's paid off. Like, that fucking sucks. Like, I love Texas, but like, honestly, the property tax it's ridiculous. It's
I got shriekers on me.
I am nowhere near you. I apologize. It is crazy how expensive everything is. The problem is, like, it's not going to change. Even with like America and like Trump getting elected, where everybody like believes that like he's gonna bring down grocery prices and shit, that's just not true. I'm not gonna get too far into politics, but the thing is, with across the world, we have proven that if it's a necessity, we are willing to pay for it, even if it costs like, you know, like 3/4 of our wages. These companies aren't going to just like magically lower their prices when we have proven that we're willing to pay for it. So the only way to like bring prices down is to stop buying the goods that they're forcing upon you at like such a high like upgraded cost. At the same time though, when it's food, you can't not do that. So the realistic answer is you just have to deal, and we're all just kind of fucked. And if somebody raises minimum wage in whatever country, then you're fucked too, because the company's like, oh shit, well, minimum wage went up, everybody can afford more, so now we're going to raise the prices again. And you can say as much as you want to that you won't pay it, but you will, because you have kids or you have whatever other fucking reason that is going to make you pay it, and then they're going to be like, see, people can afford it. And like that's the current problem with like government officials around the world, is like it's not getting any cheaper, and anybody who believes it's going to is crazy. No matter who the fucking leader is or any of that, like basic things are not going to get cheaper. We have proven that we'll pay for it, and they're not going to lower the prices. It's just why would they? It's like people are expecting companies out of the goodness of their heart to be like, oh, well, you know what? This person got in office. We're going to lower things to make it good for people. No, they don't give a fuck. The second everybody in the world starts paying a 200% markup is the second that 200% markup is permanent. The only thing that we can hope for is lower interest rates on cars and houses and that kind of shit, because interest rates do fluctuate with whoever's leading the country, but the prices aren't fucking going anywhere.
I got the terminal.
The only way the prices will go away is if the loans go away and people have to start matching in cash.
Yep. Or, you know what really needs to happen, like whether it's America or wherever else, is there needs to be more companies who come in that are willing to do the same thing at a cheaper price. That way there's a bidding war, because then you create a free market, which is what we used to have, instead of a monopoly. Like the other big problem in the world is like we got monopolies all over the place, and we had laws against them, but we still just allowed them to happen for no fucking reason.
Yeah, because of bribery.
Yeah, because of bribery. We were supposed to have laws against that shit. So what you need is a new free market to come in where people are like, hey, I'm willing to do this shit at like half the price of that motherfucker. And then companies have to price their shit accordingly in order to get the business. But until that happens, we're stuck. And like that's why free market economics always fucking work better than anything else. But the problem is No one's willing to do that because the owners of the free market companies have been bribed enough that they're not going to buck against the bigger companies because they're making money in their pocket. And the truth is, it all comes down to individual greed. And individual greed will forever fuck the rest of us. And there's no way to go against that. Even with socialism, like everybody claims like socialism's some great idea. But socialism, like what people don't understand is like everybody gets a house, everybody gets a car, everybody gets fucking food, everybody gets all the shit. At the end of the day, on the back end, there's still somebody who owns all of that. So you're having a 90% civilization that still has a 10% civilization that's benefiting off of it and claiming that they don't. And that's why every socialistic like government ends up becoming a monarchy. And I mean, you look at Venezuela, everybody's praising Chavez. For like 2 months, everything was great in Venezuela. And then all of a sudden, you see people lined up out the door to fucking kill zoo animals and eat zebras or like take zebra meat home to feed their kids. And it's because at the end of the day, Chavez ended up making all the money while everybody else fucking suffered. Somebody still owns the companies. Like you can say everybody's working for everybody, but somebody still owns that shit, and they are the higher. They're it. Like, and that's the only true income that works is free market income without monopolies. The problem is every country is going to create monopolies because every country is greedy. And until we get rid of human greed, which will never happen, 100%. 100%. Until we get rid of human greed and monopolies, which we won't, it will never be good for the rest of the fucking world. So the best thing that we can do is create monopoly laws and stick to them. Actually arrest people for them. Actually put people in prison for trying to take over things that are too much of a certain kind of thing. I gotta rub my nipples real quick. Ooh. Aww. And yes, 4 years later, Timmy, the nipple rub is still a thing on this channel. It'll never go away.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I'd rather chop my nipples off than get rid of my nipple rub. Oh god, the Bertha's killing me. God damn it. Bertha killed me. Reap, what's going on, dude? You missed all the fun. Hey, I'm Bacon. You meant to say back? I'm gonna assume that you're Bacon. Bacon's way better than being back. Being Bacon is just amazing.
Alright, I'm pushing for the ICBM.
Moved my house 4 years ago, paying $310 a week. Now you pay $520 a week? A week? Bro, that's over 3,000. That's close to 3,000 a month for a rental. Just you gotta buy. I mean, even if you pay an extra 1,000, at least you own it at the end and you can fucking sell it. Like, that's crazy. Me and my wife, well, so that's part of why we left Colorado. If we had stayed in Colorado, we would have been paying $2,500 a fucking month for a rental, because the average house there is $600,000 a year, or $600,000 for a mortgage. But it's. We moved to Tennessee. We have an acre of land and a 3-bedroom house, and we pay $1,400 a month. It's beautiful. Our property taxes, this is one that'll get you, Timmy, from moving there. Our property taxes are $400 a year. A year! And we're on septic, so we don't have to pay for sewage. It's awesome. Like, we don't... $400 a year for property taxes. It's ridiculous. Our electric bill is like $20 a month, and we got our water bill the first month, and it was $16. Catch you later. You're off to play some Black Ops 6? Alright, dude. We'll see you soon. You and I will play some Helldivers together soon, brother. Brother, sister, you're a brother. You're a dude. We all know you're just a cool dude, long hair. You always have been. kind of fun did you miss? Everything. Missed all the fun. All the cray-cray. You missed all the cray-cray, bro.
Heavy, southwest, close. Reloading.
The Illuminate are gone. Reap, if you haven't seen that yet. Oh my god. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am, I am. I have a permanently spinning giant bug.
Welcome to the crew, matey.
Instinct! Thank you for the follow, friend. What's going on, brother man? Oh my god, the physics are fucked up. Boop, boop, boo, ba-doop, 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 boo. Okay.
Tagging location.
We want it, now they're just gone until we see them back. I told everybody I'm willing to bet like 1 or 2 days. They're not going to get rid of the thing that brought them the highest player base they've had in 6 months. If they do, they're stupid. Bye! Have a good night, dude. Or we'll see you soon. Hit me up. Facebook message me if you want to play or whatever. Good to see you, Tress. Love you.
Calling in orbital strike. Orbital inbound.
Was that you? Did you just call in that fucking death laser on that person's wiener, Timmy?
No, I threw the Gatling Barrage and the gas strike.
I mean, that's fair. I was Alex was on with me last night. The first time in like forever playing this, and we were talking about when me, him, and you and Chance used to play Outriders together because it's very similar combat, just without without stats. Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, this game is a little bit more dynamic.
100%. Outriders had a fuck ton of potential though. Like it really did. I feel like the developers like gave up on that game before they should have.
Yeah.
There
was too much of a meta in that game.
There was
enough like options.
Well, I feel that way about a lot of third-person shooters, man. Like realistically, like every time I hear like, oh, it's like the Division or the Division 2, I'm like, you're a liar. Because the Division 2 are like peak third-person shooter games. Like they're looters with stats and like all the nerd shit. But even with like Gears of War back in the day, there was not as hard of a meta as there was in Outriders. But Outriders combat though, dude, honestly, if we're talking about the feel of the game, some of the best third-person gun mechanics and like rolling and dodging and shit I've ever fucking seen. Like they're phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Fantastic.
It was beautiful, just like the most fluid shit ever. And it makes me kind of sad that game didn't get more love than it did. Because I feel like had it got more love, the developers would have put more into it, like what you and I are talking about. I just didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What I will say is, there's another game. It's basically what's the game that's like? It's like all the Dark Souls and all that shit, but it's a shooter. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the same kind of like this is going to be difficult, strictly because it's difficult. There's no way you can like one man this shit unless you're a god. Oh my god, what's the fucking name of the game? It starts with a D, I think. It's not Dick.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Let's see if I can pull it up. You get to touch my back for just a second. One of the hardest games I've ever played as far as third-person shooter goes, and it was a looter. I'll wait till we extract and then I'll bring it up because I have a feeling it's like a game you have played.
What you're saying sounds kind of familiar, but I
Oh
can't
man,
think of it
I
either.
think it starts with a D. It has to, right? Delta Force Days Gone. No, no, no. God damn it.
You like the taste of freedom? ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
And it's number 2. I know that.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone. Pelican 1 approaching pickup. Pelican 1 landing in progress.
Remnant. Thank you. Remnant 2. Reaper at it. Remnant 2. Have you played Remnant 2?
I have not.
It is like it's like Outriders and Elden Ring had a baby. Like it's the fluid, like awesome combat of Outriders, but it is as hard as Elden Ring. And it's like a shooter where the mechanics of dodging and parrying matter the same way in like a FromSoft game, but it's a shooter. Like Remnant 2 Remnant 2 is one of the hardest games I've ever fucking played. Thank you for that. I don't know why I thought it started with a D. Remnant 2 is crazy. It's crazy. Like, but it's fun. Like, it's super fun. I don't have anyone to
Sounds
play
like
with.
it could be extremely frustrating.
It is very. I played it on stream one night, and I was it was nothing but expletives the entire time. It was almost as frustrating as Elden Ring, but I would say that Elden Ring, the reason Elden Ring's frustrating is you have a sword that you can see like swipe through someone's leg, and they're like, no, you didn't hit him though. It's like, I did though. I saw the blade go through his body. They're like, no, you didn't, he died. Whereas Remnant is frustrating because it's just as hard, but with guns, so sometimes you shoot things, and they're like, nah, you didn't shoot that guy. It's like, I fucking did though. Like, it's fun though. I will say, like, I know you like third-person shooters. It's super fun. Remnant 2. It's a good time.
Pods prime.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
It's the hardest third-person shooter I've ever played. Let me leave it at that.
Orbit synchronized.
Shit. Okay. No. Who's in this hell pod? I'm not moving.
Hellpod launch
I
suspended.
am not moving. Kill this man. Put a grenade right up his ass. Timmy, is this you? Timmy?
I'm in the next one.
Okay. Yeah, there you are. Who is it? Not you. Hey! McMuffin!
Hellpod launch suspended.
That is my help pod. Thank you. Oh, you're good. Why did that man with Asian symbols as his name respond to the word McMuffin is what I want to know.
Did you also see that he's a level 90?
Maybe. I mean, he might be a higher level, but that's fine. His name forever, though, is McMuffin. Nice. Good job, Darth. It's not necessarily the good luck pod as much as the it's my pod. I do have a weird, like, I will say, I do have a weird, like, juju thing about it. Also, Reap, do you feel like playing? Because if so, I will kick Hakuna Matata to let you in here. I'm gonna assume that's what his Chinese symbols mean. You can also jump in the SESS jump if you want to. Man.
Calling down a support weapon. Calling down the walker. Calling in orbital strike. Found something.
Let's go. Fuck yeah. Nope.
Throwing gas on that.
I got you, I got you. I'm going to call in the rail cannon to get rid of the Bertha. Bertha gone.
Rare sample acquired.
Boo. I know, you had to work. You're good. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, man. We got a famous finder over here.
Coming.
Tactical asset nearby. Terminate hive structure.
Get this radar up. Make sure we know where everything's at. Oh, Lord. Oh, no! Killed by Timmy Turner.
Are you sure about that?
I am 100% positive.
Reinforcements.
I'm pretty sure the hunter killed you.
It says killed by Timmy Timner. Or Timmy Turner.
Got a sample.
I know the first one was correct, but you always be Timmy to me. Fuck your slave name. Real. Alright. Turn it. To the... I'll tell you in a minute. McGran, are you home? I will kick this fucking Asian to let you in here with me. Get in the SES chat.
Hive structure destroyed.
Changing eyes. Engaging
Right?
terminal.
Took you long enough. Turn it to the left. The tower to the left, nope, the other left. Yeah, there you go. And stop. Boom, done.
Mission map updated.
Apparently on those, when you go right, it makes it turn left, which is confusing for the person talking to the other person.
Requesting sentry. Tagging map. West. 300 meters.
Let me know when you're ready, dude. Oh, McGran, hello! I'm gonna need you to have a mic that works before I acknowledge you. This man, Timmy McGran, has donated 650 plus subs to my channel. Crazy
That's
man.
insane.
Crazy man, dude. When I first moved to Tennessee, I didn't have a job, and I had a broken arm, and he knew that, and he donated enough to help me pay my bills. He's a fucking god. He's a good buddy.
Tagging location. West.
There's 2 spores right here. Do you have anything to take them down?
To what?
Spores.
What the fuck is a spore? We're talking. Oh, is it the
they're like the
mushrooms?
mushroom
the
things,
shrooms?
yeah.
The shroomies? The Saturday nights? Come over there. McGran, if you're talking, we can't hear you. I know you're in chat, but we can't. Like, you need to fix your mic or whatever the fuck. Like, do your.
Your channel forces it to be pushed to talk, so you have to like go into the settings and change a bunch of stuff.
Oh, does it?
Requesting orbital.
Yeah, this
Weird.
voice channel.
I didn't know that. Hey, Darth.
So every time I'm talking to you,
Set
I
up
have to
this
melee
voice
and-
channel where set up this voice channel where it's not push to talk. Darth, you nerd. Yep.
Oh, there's shriekers over here.
What did you do? Your fault.
Engaging. I'll take it.
It's Darth's fault. We can all blame Darth.
Rare sample acquired. Sample collected.
Objective near your position.
Are you sure it's my channel? Because Chris, who plays on controller, has never said a fucking word to me about having to like push talk, and he's in here all the goddamn time. Neither has.
Yeah, as soon as you dragged me up from the other chat, it made it like had a pop-up thing that said switch to push to talk or me.
Oh, so I'm wondering if that's because you're not a member of the chat, and the other guys are. Ow. Ow.
Orbital inbound.
Reinforcements have been launched.
Called back.
Calling in reinforcements. Injury. Calling down a sentry. Heavy. West. 50 meters. Requesting fortification. Orbital inbound. Mag's empty.
Oh my god, there are so... Hello, McGrath.
Jesus!
Hello.
Dude, I'm fighting this stupid fucking microphone tooth and nail.
You're not
go-
gonna like what I have to say next. Your microphone sounds like it's coming from a tin can, and it
That's 'cause
sounds...
it's shit.
You're,
It's a
you're,
shit mic.
it sounds like you have me on voice chat. Like, it sounds like you have me on, like, like I'm on, what's the word? God damn it. Like a cell phone. When you have some a speakerphone. It
like
sounds
a
like
push-to-talk
speakerphone.
some
Yeah.
shit? Yeah,
No,
yeah.
speakerphone on a cell
Or,
phone.
yeah,
That's what it sounds
speakerphone.
like. Yeah, yeah. It sounds awful.
English. It's fine.
It sounds
Yeah,
awful.
I think when it
What's-
makes you use push to talk, it takes away noise cancellation.
McGrin, did it make you push to talk as well?
No.
Okay, so I think it's just that. That is just you, Timmy.
That's so weird.
I drug you into this chat. This is a chat that is extremely private, unless you remember the chat that we are in currently. That's probably why. Is that you're not on the list? McGrin is actually on the list. What?
Any better or worse?
Sounds better as far as clarity to a degree, but it's still echoey. It still sounds like you're on speakerphone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd love to tell you it's fine, but just not. It sounds like you're having a conference call about how to fuck someone.
I got two monkeys in here. They're fucking a coconut, and they're really going at it, let me tell you.
I would look at your voice channel settings. Look at your voice, your sound settings on Windows. The advanced ones, where you can set your mic for default and all that shit.
Is it mo better now?
Way worse. Like you literally, like you sound like you're talking in a punch bowl.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
But you've never sounded like that ever, so I don't know what would change that.
Well, I also... Oh, I found it. I found it.
Reinforcing.
How about we not use?
No, you sound like you now. There we go.
How about we not use my web?
Timmy killed it. Oh, your webcam was your mic.
Your fucking webcam was taking over. That little shit.
I told you, you gotta look at your voice settings. I can tell because Turtles does that sometimes. Where his webcam, like, the second he starts a game, it'll take over, and I'm like, you sound ridiculous. And he's like, oh, sorry, bro.
Enemy tactical asset.
My C920 did that. I'm like, alright. Like, doesn't change.
Orbital inbound.
You sound clear like a normal human. Yes, everything is good now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, now you sound like you, like how you always sound. Good job.
Requesting a
Very confusing for me. You normally sound like a man, and when you were doing that before, you sounded like you had a penis in your mouth. So it was very